I would love to hear about how you got into media. I mean, your father was a lawyer, and
Yes.
so did you ever think that that is the path you were going to take as well?
No, but I wish I had now, looking back. Um, Dad was a liberal Republican. There
Okay.
used to be liberal Republicans. There wasn't a lot of national organizations for lawyers back then. So he joined the Lawyers Guild of America. That's the name of it. And this was just lawyers who wanted to help the poor.
We have a young attorney named Fred Fisher, who was a member of a communist front group while he was at Harvard Law School.
Was he involved at all with the with communists, maybe knowingly or unknowingly?
Well, back then, yeah, unknowingly. Back then, if you were gay, you were considered a communist. They had these famous televised hearings back then.
Are you or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
I don't recognize the right of this committee to ask me these kind of questions.
And so that got him in trouble. That was a blemish on his career because he went to a stupid meeting. He was a World War II vet, served in the Philippines, Republican for God's sakes. But that was enough back then to get you in trouble. So many people's careers were ruined. You hear about the Hollywood blacklisting, and it was a terrible time to be alive.
In 1947, the committee investigated Hollywood, factory of America's imagination.
Have you ever observed any communistic information in any script?
Well, I had turned down quite a few scripts because I thought they were tinged with communistic ideas.
Are you a member of the Communist Party? Or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
It's unfortunate and tragic that I have to teach this committee the basic principles of Americanism.
That's not the question. The question is, have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
I'm framing my answer in the only way in which any American citizen can frame his
Then you
answer to
denied-
a question
then
which
you-
invades his, absolutely invades
Then
his
you
right.
denied, you refused to answer that question. Is that correct?
I have told you that I will
All right.
offer my beliefs, my affiliations, and
Here's the
everything
witness.
else
Here's the
to the
witness.
American public, and they will know where I stand, as they do from what I have written.
Stand away
I
from
have
the
written
stand.
for Americanism for many years, and I shall
Stand
continue
away from the
to
stand.
fight for the Bill of Rights, which you are
Officer,
trying to
take
destroy.
this man away from the stand.
Joe McCarthy, who was leading this campaign, the Red Scare, the whole country was in turmoil with this hysteria. And he said on national television, "You've got a communist in your law firm. In fact, he's part of your legal team here working with you today, Fred Fisher."
He has in his law firm a young man named Fisher, who has been for a number of years a member of an organization which was named, years and years ago, as the legal bulwark of the Communist Party. And I have hesitated bringing that up, but I have been rather bored with your phony request to Mr. Cohen here.
And there's this famous line, "Have you no sense of decency, sir? At long
sir,
last."
At long last. Have you left no sense of decency? Little did I dream you could be so reckless and so cruel as to do an injury to that lad. It is true he is still with Hale and Dorr. It is, I regret to say, equally true that I fear he shall always bear a scar needlessly inflicted by you. Let us not assassinate this lad further, Senator. You've done enough.
But of course, now he's smeared. And it did affect my dad professionally and in many other ways. But that was it. That was the end of the Red Scare. And Dad was the last one. And I'd like to think that was because his character was such that he could not be assailed for anything that he had done in his life. And it proved that this Joe McCarthy was just full of bluster and baloney. And And after the hearings, the McCarthy hearings, he was censured, but Dad helped bring that down.